your career down the road. People might not want to book you in Texas or Arizona or California.
Sir. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Let's let that happen.
The entertainment world lit up the moment whispers spread that Katt Williams had sent what many are calling his final warning to Snoop Dogg, and the fallout has everybody talking like the ground just cracked open. This wasn't some playful jab between entertainers or a friendly disagreement blown out of proportion. This came from a place of real frustration, long-built tension, and a whole lot of behind-the-scenes pressure that finally boiled over.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
He performed.
For years, both Katt and Snoop have moved through the industry with their own brand of unfiltered honesty. But this time it wasn't about jokes, music, or random jabs. This time it sounded like Katt was done sitting quiet about what he sees happening around him, especially when it comes to the people he feels help shape his community, his culture, and the truth behind certain circles in the business.
Trump was inaugurated as the 47th president of the United States of America. Snoop Dogg performed at the Crypto Ball. Now, Snoop Dogg, he got the backlash because people are like, wait, this isn't the same Snoop from 2016 who had so much to say about the artist performing for Trump.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump.
What shocked a lot of people was how direct Katt's tone came across. Usually he leans into humor, clever metaphors, or slick punchlines to get his point across. But this situation, there was no comedy glaze, no soft landings, no dancing around the topic. It was straight talk with a level of seriousness that made folks stop scrolling and listen.
And Nelly are going to be at this thing. And I think it really does beg the question whether the culture is starting to thaw to Donald Trump. I mean,
many feel this wasn't just about Snoop personally, but also about what Snoop represents in the industry: longevity, power, influence, and a legacy that reaches far beyond music. When someone with Katt's history of blunt honesty takes that kind of aim, the whole entertainment scene pauses. People online immediately started trying to piece together what triggered the warning. Was it a past disagreement? Something said behind closed doors? Something that never made headlines but simmered under the surface for years? Fans started pulling up old interviews, old backstage stories, and moments where both men's paths crossed in public. Comment sections turned into full investigation panels trying to decode Katt's exact meaning. And the wildest part is that the deeper people dig, the more they feel like this wasn't random at all. Right now, the streets, the commenters, the fans, and even industry insiders are watching closely because Katt rarely sends a final warning unless he's absolutely done playing around. And the fact that Snoop's name is attached to this moment has only sent the conversation into overdrive.
I just want to say this real quick, now on the political shit. All you people for the federal government that not getting paid right now, ain't no fucking way in the world y'all can vote for Donald Trump when he come back up again. If y'all do vote for him, y'all some stupid motherfuckers.
As more clips of Katt's statements started circulating, people noticed something deeper in his tone. A sense that he wasn't just talking about one person, but about a whole pattern he believes has been ignored for too long. He didn't mention anything reckless, didn't bring up anything that crossed lines, and didn't go into anything that would violate boundaries. Instead, he stuck to a vibe of calling out what he sees as hypocrisy, inconsistency, and moments where the truth gets blurry because fame protects certain narratives. Whenever Katt speaks with that kind of fire, people listen because he has a habit of highlighting things others avoid, and this situation hit with that same weight. A lot of fans pointed out that Snoop and Katt come from two completely different sides of the entertainment world. One, a rapper with decades of hits and cultural impact. The other, a comedian known for calling out what others refuse to acknowledge. But both of them hold major influence, especially in communities that pay attention to authenticity. That's why folks feel the tension between these two hits differently. Almost like it represents a clash between two eras, two mindsets, and two forms of truth-telling that finally collided. Online discussions grew even louder when people pulled up moments where Snoop and Katt seemed cool publicly. Interviews, photos, events, they've shared spaces without issue. So for Katt to even imply he's reached a breaking point only makes the mystery thicker. Some think it might be old industry politics resurfacing. Others think certain comments from previous interviews finally rubbed the wrong way, and others believe there's a deeper conversation happening around loyalty, trust, and how some entertainers navigate fame compared to others. What's wild is that Snoop hasn't publicly fired back in a messy way, which only adds more suspense. Anytime a major celebrity stays quiet during a storm, it makes folks wonder if talks are happening behind closed doors or if everyone is just letting the drama breathe. And because both men have huge fan bases who are passionate and loud, the back and forth reactions have been non-stop. Some defend Snoop, saying he's always been solid. Others defend Katt, saying he's simply speaking his truth. But one thing is clear, this tension isn't fading anytime soon. What shook the internet even more is how many people feel like this situation highlights the reality of the entertainment world, where alliances shift, loyalty gets tested, and fame can turn friends into strangers overnight. Katt's message didn't come across as petty or attention-seeking. It came across like someone who finally decided to stop letting certain patterns slide. And because Katt has a reputation for speaking with raw honesty, fans believe his warning carried real weight, not empty noise. The energy in his tone made it sound like he felt betrayed, dismissed, or disrespected in some unseen way. And now he's drawing a line he refuses to cross again. People also pointed out the timing. It happened during a moment when the industry is already dealing with multiple controversies, shifting relationships, and long-buried issues resurfacing. When you drop a message this heavy in the middle of all that, it hits even harder. The internet went into detective mode, trying to pull clues from old interviews, industry rumors, and anything that hinted at tension between Katt and Snoop. Even though some theories went too far, responsible voices reminded people to stay grounded and keep the conversation focused on what was actually said, not wild claims or dangerous speculation. Another thing fans highlighted is how Katt's message reflects a bigger theme. The frustration entertainers feel when they believe certain people get protected by the industry machine while others get judged harshly for speaking up. This wasn't about tearing anyone down, it was about Katt expressing that he's tired of being the one to hold back while others move however they want. That message resonated with people who know how the business operates, those unspoken politics where truth rarely gets the spotlight unless someone brave enough puts it there. What also added spice was how calm the overall response from Snoop's side has been. Silence can mean a lot in the entertainment world. It can be strategic, it can be respectful, or it can mean someone's choosing not to escalate a situation publicly. And because both Katt and Snoop are grown men with long careers, neither of them is looking to turn this into some messy back and forth that the internet feeds on. But the tension, it's definitely in the air and fans are watching every move. Another layer to this story is the deeper cultural meaning people are attaching to it. Fans started pointing out how both Katt and Snoop represent two different styles of leadership in the entertainment world. Snoop is seen as the OG icon, laid back, respected, and connected across every corner of the industry. Katt, on the other hand, is seen as the truth speaker who isn't afraid to say what others won't touch. So when someone like Katt sends a warning to someone like Snoop, it hits with symbolic weight. It's like watching two pillars of the culture stand on opposite sides of the room while everyone else waits to see who takes the next step. A lot of people feel that Katt's warning sounded like he's tired of people pretending everything is cool when he believes it isn't. And because he's built a career on exposing uncomfortable realities, it makes sense he'd eventually address something that's been bothering him. But what caught people off guard is how boldly he chose to do it. He didn't hide behind coded language or slick joking. He said it in a way that made the whole industry raise an eyebrow. Social media then turned into a digital battleground. Some feel Katt is simply clearing his energy and speaking on boundaries he's been holding in. Others feel he might be reacting to something the public hasn't seen yet. And then there's another group that thinks this whole situation is really about the culture shifting. Old guards versus new expectations, old habits versus new standards. Nothing messy, nothing reckless. Just a moment where two respected figures show they don't always see eye to eye. The real twist is that neither side has escalated this into disrespect. There's no insults, no crossing lines, no tearing each other down. Instead, it feels like Katt making a statement that he's done letting things slide and wants clarity where it matters. That alone is enough to shake the room because the entertainment world loves to pretend everything is perfect even when it isn't. And Katt, he's not playing that game anymore. As things continue unfolding, one thing is clear. This moment is bigger than just Katt Williams and Snoop Dogg. It's about honesty in the industry, calling out uncomfortable truths, and refusing to stay quiet just to keep the peace. Fans are glued to the updates because they know once Katt speaks with this level of intensity, it means something serious is happening beneath the surface. And the fact that Snoop is involved only amplifies the spotlight because he's a cultural icon whose name carries major weight. This situation feels like a crossroads where two powerful voices are addressing something deeper than the headlines explain. The entertainment landscape is shifting, and entertainers are more vocal than ever about boundaries, respect, and transparency. Katt's warning fits perfectly into that moment. It's not about tearing anyone down. It's about making sure truth gets heard even when it's uncomfortable. People respect that energy, especially coming from someone who's proven time and time again that he doesn't fear speaking his mind. Still, fans are hoping both men handle this situation with the same maturity they've shown publicly so far. No chaos, no messy drama, no spiraling narratives, just straight communication and clarity. Because if this moment turns into a conversation between two respected legends instead of a feud, it could actually push the culture forward in a powerful way. Two grown men addressing whatever needs to be addressed privately, then moving on stronger than before. That's the ending a lot of people want to see. But for now, the tension is real, the conversations are loud, and the world is watching to see what comes next. Katt has made it clear he's done playing games, and Snoop's calm silence only makes things more intriguing. Whether this turns into resolution or becomes a turning point in their relationship, one thing is for sure, the culture won't forget this moment anytime soon. And with that, make sure to like and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this.